Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea. For my preview of the Everton versus Chelsea game, with the kickoff being at 5 minutes past 2 on Sunday, I think it is. Obviously away at Goodison Park in Liverpool. And you know, it's going to be a very difficult game. Obviously, you know, ever since doing my review for the Southampton game, Tottenham did manage to beat Crystal Palace, which was very annoying. You know, because good old Hennessy just decided, yeah, well, let's wait another second to jump after Eriksen has a shot from 30 yards, because we'll just keep it out, no worries. And then he didn't keep it out, so I'm not happy. I'm not happy in the slightest about that. And obviously, you know, Mamadou Sakho picking up an injury, which looked quite bad, so I'll get well soon to him. Being off obviously didn't help Palace either. And, you know, Tottenham got over the line just like we did when we played there, when we won 1-0. And, you know, I guess so. It's back to 4 points. And, you know, we can't slip up. So, obviously, coming up, like I said, is Everton. And talking about Everton, talking about opposition, as I usually do, they're obviously 7th in the league right now on 58 points, having played 1 or 2 more games than pretty much all the teams above, except Liverpool. You know, Everton is always this team, or not always, but is this team that's like, just about not good enough to actually be in that top 6 that actually fight for the title, but way too good to be like with everyone else below, like from 8th to the bottom. They're just way too good for that. It kind of should be an in-between league for them. Anyway, they're actually doing really well at home at the moment. They've won 7 games on the bounce at home, so it's definitely not going to be easy to beat them there. The last 5 have been a 3-1 defeat to Liverpool, a 1-0 draw to Man United, which they conceded, a late equaliser after a penalty. They beat Leicester 4-2 in a crazy game. They beat Burnley 3-1, and last week they drew 0-0 at West Ham, which, you know, isn't the greatest result, let's be honest. But don't forget, that was away and we're playing them at Goodison, so you definitely can't underestimate them. Obviously, Romelu Lukaku is their top scorer. He's the Premier League's top scorer on 24 goals. Ross Barkley has got 8 assists. And, you know, talking about how they usually play, usually it's a 4-3-3. But thinking back to when we played them, obviously when we smashed them 5-0, that's not going to happen again. Let's just get that out of your heads if you think that. But when we last played them, they started with a 3-4-3 as well. Considering how that went, I doubt that they're going to do it again, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. Coming to Antonio Conte's press conference, which took place just a little bit earlier. First news, and the best news really, is every player is fit and available, which is obviously great, and is definitely, you know, it's exactly what we need for the run-in for the rest of the season to clinch this title. He talked about Everton. He said they're a very good team with you know, very good players. You know, he's right, obviously. Lukaku is a very good player, otherwise he wouldn't be Premier League top goal scorer. And what I found out in the press conference, because Antonio Conte got asked about it, if we win on Sunday, we're guaranteed to be in the Champions League next season. Considering where we were last season, finishing 10th, obviously that's great. I mean, obviously not our main target now, because obviously we want to win the league. We're not going to be happy with qualifying for the Champions League. But like Antonio Conte said, it's a good achievement, and it was definitely the main target at the start of the season, because obviously nobody knew whether we could win the league, actually win the league or not. You know, like I said, after finishing 10th last season. He was kind of more jokingly asked if he gets a bonus for qualifying for the Champions League, and he said, no, I'm not getting more money. Only if we win the league I'm getting more money. It was quite funny, actually. It was asked about our lack of clean sheets recently, obviously 11 Premier League games without a clean sheet. And he said it's definitely important to improve. It's an important stat, but he's not particularly concerned about it, but we're definitely working on it, you know. And please, Conte, actually do work on it, because this is way too tense. I can't be dealing with this, not being able to defend anything that, any sort of cross, whether it's a set piece or from open play. And then, like, seriously, I don't know which journalist it was, yeah, but what stupid question is that? He got asked, who does he prefer, who does he think is better, Lukaku or Costa? What? Well, obviously Conte isn't going to answer, is he? Obviously not. He just said, well, I've said before, my players, in my opinion, are the best players in the world. And, yeah, he just said stupid stuff. He didn't give his opinion. Well, look, why do you ask it? You're not going to get his opinion on it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, he was asked, because I think he gave an interview last week or 2 weeks ago in which he said winning the Premier League would be his greatest achievement in his career. Pretty much they just wanted the same answer again. But he said, I got a little bit of shit in Italy for saying that, so he didn't repeat in the same words. But he said, you know, last week, and combined with the answer today, winning the Premier League in his first season in England would be his greatest achievement of his career. Then he was asked if it's a advantage for Chelsea for us to be playing just before Tottenham play Arsenal on the weekend. And he said, not really, but he thinks especially the last 3-4 games, the teams that are actually fighting for the title against each other should just play at the same time every time. And, he's completely right, because then you just don't have this advantage and no advantage situation. It would just sort it out, and that would be a lot better, I think. On Wednesday evening, Chelsea managed to beat Manchester City in the final of the FA Youth Cup, with Antonio Conte watching the game alongside Roman Abramovich, which is obviously great. On aggregate, we won the game 6-2, like the final 6-2, and the last game, the second leg at Stamford Bridge, we won 5-1, so a very convincing victory. And it's actually our 4th consecutive win of the FA Youth Cup. And the 6th time we've won it in the last 7 years, actually. And the 1 year we didn't win it, we actually got to the final. So we're doing incredibly well. And Antonio Conte said there's 4 to 5 players with a very good prospect and, definitely the potential for a very good career in the future. And, it all sounds great. Obviously, congratulations to the youth team of Chelsea for, winning the FA Youth Cup again. It's not like we aren't used to it by now, but, still congratulations. But yeah, that's really it from Antonio Conte's press conference. Coming to Chelsea, how I think we'll line up, how I think we should line up. I find it difficult. I'd actually go with the exact same team that played against Southampton because I was very happy with it. I was happy with Fabregas. Although it's officially a 3-4-3, it's more 3-5-2. And I was very happy with that. Costa next to Hazard. And then maybe, at the end of the game, you can bring Pedro on and stuff. But I think with Fabregas being there just gives us so much. I'm not sure whether Antonio Conte would actually do that in an away game. But it's what I'd go with. So I'd go with Courtois in goal, Gary Cahill, David Luiz, and Cesar Azpilicueta as the 3 centre-backs, Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso as the 2 wing-backs, Nemanja Matic and N'Golo Kante as the 2 more holding central midfielders, Cesc Fabregas just ahead of them, and Eden Hazard as a second striker next to Diego Costa. But what I think he'll go with the normal formation, the normal lineup that we usually play away from home, which will be Thibaut Courtois in goal, obviously the same defence, Cahill, David Luiz and Azpilicueta, Victor Moses and Alonso staying the same, just N'Golo Kante and Nemanja Matic, the 2 centre mids, and then having a normal front 3 in Hazard, Costa, and probably Pedro. That's how I think we will line up. First one I said is how I think we should line up. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Main thing though, no matter how we play, how we set up, what kind of formation we go with, just please defend set pieces and crosses better, because this is way too tense. I can't handle this. Also, like, Lukaku is a lot better in the air than all of the Southampton strikers. Like, they aren't even good in the air, usually. And they still cause us so many problems. I mean, they score from a corner, but not actually in the air. But anyway, coming to my prediction, and it's a very difficult one. I don't really know what to go with. I'd probably go with the 3-1. That's if Diego Costa keeps his revived form that he's found against Southampton. If he keeps that up, then I think we can easily score 3 goals against Everton. I doubt we'll keep a clean sheet because, we haven't in 11. And, they've got the best striker in the league, or the striker with the most goals in the league anyway. So it's definitely going to be tough, but I think we'll manage to win. Hopefully Arsenal can beat or at least draw against Tottenham just after we play. I don't think I've ever wanted Arsenal to win a game as bad as I do for this game. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. What are your match predictions? Leave me all of them down in the comments below, as I said. Again, leave a like if you did enjoy it. We massively do appreciate that. What we appreciate even more so is if you press the subscribe button. Obviously, great. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Up to Chelsea. Can't wait for the game on Sunday. And I'll see you next time.